What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Fate of Alakada and how to make a truly dumb movie. So in Hollywood, there are these films that are more or less referred to as like cash grabs, meaning the film only exists so that the studio can make money, like a certain 3D animated version of a 2D animated classic. So yes, I'm talking about Lion King. So yeah, the problem with a lot of Nigerian films is that like most Nigerian films are that they just exist so that the studio or the director or whoever cashes out the most can cash out, which is never a good thing. Now, in my not too many days as a Nigerian film critic, I've seen a lot of these cash grabs. Let's say Chief Daddy, Bling Lagosians, Dare Afi, a lot of movies. And a defining trait, let's say, of a lot of these cash grab movies, although it's not as pronounced in this particular film, is that they just pack up famous people. They just pack celebrities. Like literally, it's as if they just call people that have clout on social media to be in the film so that they can generate buzz and people will watch the film to see their favorite Instagram influencer or their favorite Nollywood noisemaker. Like, do you really think I'm going to pay 3,500 naira to watch Williams Uchemba do what he does on Instagram? Definitely not. So, Fate of Alakada is probably the most shameless cash grab film from Nollywood I've seen in my life. Oh my god. Let's get into this. Just for reference, the last few minutes you have watched is what a setup or introduction to a narrative looks like. Fate of Alakada did not have an introduction, it just jumps right in. And I get that it's a sequel, but a sequel is still a film. So even if you are going to piggyback off what has been established in previous films, you have to set up what is going to happen in this one. You just hit the ground running. That was not a good choice. Then the character development here does not even exist. I mean, there's some stuff I did not know about the main character. I don't remember their names. There's some stuff I did not know about the main character until I read the synopsis of the film on IMDb. How screwed up is that? Is that how? How? Then on top of that, the sequence of events makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand how I get from point A to point B half the time, and they are literally back to back. Like A comes then B comes then. I'm like, how did we go from here to here? And then there's nothing to explain it. The first scene doesn't set it up. The later scene does not. The sequence of events just it doesn't make any sense. And then the film has this half-assed pseudo moralistic lectures over the course of the story. So there's like a very quick reprobation. I don't know if that's the word of using drugs. I'm like, okay, fine. Like I can understand that randomly coming up in the film, but then they also had this lecture about mistreating blind people. And like they always come out of nowhere and amounts to nothing. They just put it there. It's like, okay, if this film is trash, at least there are moral lessons inside. People don't learn morals like that. I don't know. Like they had Cobhams talk about the mistreatment of blind people essentially in the film, and it holds no consequence to the story. And then the film constantly acts like it has like a moral lesson, but by the end, there's no consequence for the extremely dumb actions of its lead characters. I can't even like look. I get it. Nollywood is all about slapstick comedy. Half of our funny movies have people being stupid for us to laugh, and it has its appeal sometimes. But like there's a stupid funny graph, right? Like you have to be like sweet in the middle. You can't be too stupid. And apparently Hollywood isn't capable of just being funny. So you have to just like hang in the middle there. But like this film obliterates that graph. They are so stupid that it cannot be recorded on that graph. What the hell was this? And like yes, some stuff is funny. I mean, I think I watched the last maybe 30 minutes of the film with one of my friends. And there are funny moments, like genuinely funny moments over the course of the film. But the film is too nonsensical to let me laugh for long because I laugh for 2 seconds and they've already done something dumb that just messes up what was funny in the first place. Oh, and like maybe if your dad drives a cab you should probably not send your guys to beat up a cab driver to impress a girl or woman, as the case may be, because I get that it was supposed to be funny, but does that seem like something any rational human being would do? It's like saying your mother is a waitress and then you're mean to a waitress. You're mean to waitresses. No, you're not even mean, because if it's you that is sending the person, if you know it's your mom, you will just not, right? You send somebody else to go and be an asshole to a waitress to impress a girl when you know your mother is a waitress, and there's every possibility that it could be your mom waitressing. It doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to be funny, but it makes zero sense, and that's part of the problem. That's not part of it. That's the entire problem of this film. And as for the performances, the acting in this film is basically, imagine a bunch of Nigerian 5-year-olds pretending that they are American 4-year-olds. That's basically all that is here. They just chuck in Yoruba and Nigerian accents in between all of that madness. And at this point, I'm not sure if I should blame the people in front of the camera or the people behind it, because I'm pretty sure Toyin Abraham, who was the lead actress, was also the producer. This film annoys me. This has been the most annoying Nigerian movie I've watched before. And usually if they're annoying, I just don't review them, but this was... The editing of this film is terrible. The score, the soundtrack is absolute rubbish. It doesn't even make sense. And then, okay, the filming itself is not great, but it's negligible. Like, is good enough that it doesn't matter as long as everything else is good, but then everything else was not. So I don't understand what was going on here. And there's so many overt and unnecessary advert placements. Like, this is completely irrelevant to the story, completely irrelevant to the shot we're currently seeing, and then they just linger on the logo of some brand or something. So clearly that brand sponsored the film, which is kind of an issue I had with Namaste Wahala. But that one was one brand, it was Coke. Like, there was Coke everywhere. So you know Coke is sponsoring the film, and they're like, okay, fine. Coke is something you can see in everyday life. But like, why the hell am I looking at the filling station logo in a movie? What's my business with a filling station logo? To cap this off, let me just read a review, the one review I saw on the internet on IMDb by God knows who. User reviews, 14th March 2021. I'm pretty sure I watched the film before this. Something different, 6. I don't know what were people expecting with this one, but I always claim that with expectations come disappointment. So if you can just relax, have an open mind, and immerse yourself in a different culture, see how they criticize the fake lives in today's society, this could be quite an enjoyable time spent at front of a big screen. Regardless, the lack of experience in editing and directing, it was tacky, it was noisy, it was low taste, but it was never boring and always fun to watch. Give it a go. Try something different. Nigerian humor! Exclamation mark. Nah, no, it's just trash. My rating for this film, obviously, get the fuck. Because of this film, I'm appreciative of crap like After and After We Collided and the soon to come After We Fell. I don't know. So like, this is how to feel at everything, because there's not one thing in this film that was done properly. Not one. So we're at the end of this movie review. Yeah, if you enjoyed my video, let me know in the comments. I was frustrated. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and share with your friends, and be sure to check out our channel for the next video, or just hit the notification bell so you get notified when there's a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.